Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. We're arriving at our destination shortly.
I think it's gonna work this time. I really hope it works. You know, as soon as I quit last time, I turned off the stream and I restarted my computer. Everything worked perfectly. And I was like, "Fuck it! It's let me go make my chili." So now my chili's cooking, and now we're gonna try to fly this here aeroplane. Welcome back to the latest episode of the Airplane Show. Airplane Show, that's what it's called. Tell everybody about it. Tell your mama. Hey, what's up, Anthony? I don't know what to call it. We call it the Airplane Show. All right, we got to put the fuel back in our tanks here, because we need fuel in these trim tanks so we can transfer the fuel from 9 and 10 down to tank 11 when we're climbing from 23,000 feet to about 50,000 feet, until we get to 58% for our center of gravity. All right, let's try this again. Now I have the new livery like we tried last time. Let's see if this works this time. If it don't work, I might just play blueprints. All right, let's try this. And I think that's the runway we're taking off from too. 13, right? If the music starts skipping, we know we're in trouble. If the music doesn't skip, we might be okay. I think the update that they did on this airplane last month is bullshit. I tried using the Civ A system. It doesn't work still. The only Civ A system I've seen work is in the 727. None of these other airplanes that have it. No! What the fuck? We're not supposed to be starting here. I mean, we could start here, but I kind of want to turn the airplane on myself. All right, let's didn't we choose the gate, Microsoft? Didn't we choose the gate, Microsoft? Is it just me that has issues with this simulator, or I think it's everybody that has issues with this? Everybody, seems like everybody I talk to, something like it just doesn't run smooth for anybody. It's always some sort of hiccup or some sort of glitch. A glitch in the matrix. Come on, Microsoft, stop trolling me. Ow. Oh, you're lucky. You're not really missing much. No, actually, I'm just kidding. It is a fun simulator. It really is a lot of fun. But yeah, it definitely has glitches. Sure. It runs pretty smooth on Xbox most of the time. But yeah, every once in a while, it just doesn't. Oh no, the music's cutting out again. You gotta be fucking kidding me. No! Son of a bitch, it did it again. Just like it did earlier. Fuck, man. I can't win today with this fucking simulator. My God. All right, let's try one more time. I'm about ready to make a new thumbnail and just put X-Plane on it and bring out my whole Turtle Beach system and, you know, use my yoke and my rudder pedals and all that instead of using my controller. I know X-Plane will work for sure. Fuck, man. What the hell, man? Shit is crazy. I swear it worked perfectly just a little bit ago. All right, let me open up. Is it still open? Oh, did it open twice? Okay, normal mode. Turn the volume down of the game. This shit is wild, man. Do you play any games, Anthony, or do you use like other simulators or exit? Okay, so now we have one GPU open, and let me open up auto FPS. It could just be that this airplane is screwed up. Maybe this airplane doesn't work with the beta. I mean, if that's the case, if it crashes one more time, we'll probably just fly like the F-28, or we'll fly something else. I'll construct a new flight plan real quick somewhere, and we'll do something. I want to fly something today, damn it. Like you know, I mean, I do need to drop my car off to the shop and do all that, but I can do that shit later. Like right now, I want to fly, man. I've been trying to fly an airplane all day. Off and on all day. Took a while to make the chili, man. Chili takes a minute to cook. You can't rush chili. You gotta massage it. You gotta throw some love in it. The pressure cooker does really good cooking it though. I for years used to make it just like in a slow cooker or on the stovetop, but last couple of years I've been using this pressure cooker, man, and this thing I don't know what it does, but it adds some sort of magic to it. And it could be the Moroccan paprika that I use. That shit is amazing. That shit is so spicy compared to regular paprika. Yeah, man, I found this chili recipe online like 20 years ago, and I've been using it ever since, tweaking it here and there, you know, playing with it a bit, but the overall structure of the recipe is the same. And yeah, man, it's called award-winning chili, and I can see why, man. Everybody that tastes it says it's the best chili they ever had. Now, whether they, like, you know, are lying to me and I don't know about it, I mean, that could be. But to my face, they tell me it's the best. So I just take it for face value. You say it's good, it's good. You know what's fucked up? Like, I always complain about Microsoft 2024, but lately, that shit is Oh, yeah, that's right. This is not 2024. That's right. This is 2020. This should be working with no problem. I just heard the dink. When you hear the dink with the pressure cooker, that means that the button has popped up, which means you are at full maximum pressure inside the pot. You do not want to open up the top of a pressure cooker when the ink is up. That shit will explode all over your face and you will be burned super bad. Like, that shit is hot in there. I haven't taken a temperature of it before, but man, it stays hot for hours. Like, if I depressurize it, right, and then I put the lid back on it, just loosely put the lid back on it, right, just like not screw it back on top, but just like lay it back on top, that shit will stay hot for hours and hours and hours. All right, come on, Microsoft, let's go. Oh yeah, bitch, come on. Swear, if it crashes this time, I give up with the Concorde. It could just be a problem with the latest update they had. I mean, I thought the update was kind of, I thought I was going to see some kind of improvement, but actually the interior looked kind of worse actually than it used to. All right, one thing I did not do, which I usually do before I start in a plane, I always switch to a different plane first. Okay, so I switched. Now I can switch back. Now we're gonna set livery. All right, let's do UUDD. Maybe Microsoft's got a problem in Russia. Maybe it's because we're in Russia that they just don't allow anything. All right, and let's try here. We'll try ramp 1. Go to ramp 140. Fly. Let's see what happens. Takes off this time. We're just gonna fly a different airplane. Okay, volume back up. I'm not planning on using say intentions or any. Can I use VATSIM in this video? Yeah, I guess. I was going to talk a lot about the news and shit, but yeah, I can try to use VATSIM. I have to file my flight plan with them and do all that, but actually, you know what? I might not be. Give me a second. Let me see if I can get into it. I don't have I haven't used VATSIM on stream before, so I may have to set up to configure the audio for it. Let me see if I can do. Give me a second here. Okay, pilot. Settings. Audio. So we have cable A as the output device. I want cable A. Second here. See what I have cable A as. So which one is GSX? That's cable B. Game audio is cable C. Music is cable D. Pay intentions, cable A. Yeah, I get. We could try to use it. It's you know what? I've never actually set it up for it. Let me push to talk. All right, set a new button on button 9 on velocity. No, set new button. All right, we'll use D for push to talk. Network, home airport, notifications, audio. Let's see here. Let me audio. See if I low. Nothing coming in here yet. Disable that. Updates, miscellaneous, push to talk. Right now we got Z as the push to talk button. Flight plan. I'd rather do VATSIM on an actual. Oh, I gotta type in all this shit for the flight plan. Man, I don't want to do all this right now. Let me look at the airplane real quick. If there's a way I can change the transponder, then yeah, I'll do it. If not, then we'll just have to do VATSIM next time. Let's see here. Flight simulator. Not really sure where the transponder is in this thing. It's back here. Yeah, well, let's get the let's get the airplane turned on and we'll give it. Maybe we'll try it. Landing gear is down. Park and brake is on. Here. Oh, hang on a second. That all the words and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think Microsoft likes Russia a whole lot. All right. Ground switch. Now we can, I mean, we can get to a lot of that stuff by clicking on here. On this this panel here. Till he's done. All right. Turn ground power on. I'm actually gonna flight control. I guess I can turn the batteries on later. All right, flight control, blue inverter on, green inverter on, anti-stall systems are they're on. UNH. What is H of we're at right now? Let's see here. You're dope, man. My die from your drug. Oh, a 30 drug. All right. What is pressures? 1018. So that's 30.06. What did it say? 1018? Yeah, 1018. .6. So no, that should say 30. All right, we'll just go with 1018. That looks good enough to me. Have radios. No reason to turn them on yet. We'll turn them on after we turn the airplane on. Transponder, ground hydraulics. Yellow, yellow. Both off. Fuel heaters. Put those on auto. Circulation valve shut. Secondary doors. Let's put those on auto. Can we set our and put our flight plan in yet? I think the batteries have to be on for that. Yep, that's what I thought. All right, let's go put the batteries on. I don't think... Alright, so this one back here doesn't work. That's Civ system. Hang on, guys. I'll be right back. I gotta depressurize the chili.
What's up, yo?
Nobody, everything that you're saying right now, nobody has said anything to you about that. That's all what you're thinking. My Concorde jet one?
Oh,
My daughter says hi. I don't know who's watching. If anybody's at all is watching. Yeah. You've seen the Concorde just. They make a sonic boom when they go up to like 6,000. Yeah. And the plane actually increases size a little bit as it's flying because it generates so much heat that the body actually grows a little while it's. And it flies so high you can see the curvature. Pretty cool. Yeah, nobody ever said you had to. I was saying last night because we never used it. Hang on, guys. All right, let's try this again. Let's try this again. My daughter, I'm not going to get into it, but anyways, I need to do dad things for a little bit. So sorry, but not sorry at the same time. All right, you see, so we're supposed to be able to, like, if we get into the F-27 right now, we should be able to update the position using this type of system here, right? But it doesn't work in this airplane now. So it was supposed to work. You're supposed to be able to click insert. Like this usually says insert here. This is north, south, west, east. So like right now our coordinates are roughly north 55 24.6. So we should hit 254, you know, enter the rest, and then we should be able to hit like one of these buttons as enter, but it just doesn't work. So I guess we're just gonna have to enter our flight plan in here. So which is man, that really bothers me because that was supposed to be fixed with this latest update. All right, position. Okay, reference airport. We have UUDD. Eight would be let's see here. I don't even know if we can put a gate in here. Let me see if it'll allow us to put a gate. Terminal, taxi, parking stands. We're roughly, let's just say G13. Let's see if it'll allow us to do it. Okay, very cool. Alright. Oh yeah, we can put our... Okay, here's our position here. Next. Okay, that all looks good. Let's put our flight plan in now. Let's see. Menu. Should be able to put our... Here we go. To and from. Okay, let's close this out. Have UUDD. And then we should have a slash button somewhere. There we go, that's slash right there. And then LFPG. Flight number 219. Cost index, we'll put in 100. Alright, now can we put in a departure here still? Let's see here. From a departure, we have runway 13 right. We are doing SOTO 4S. It won't let me oh, there we go. Okay, there we go. SOTOS 4S L3, and I think that's it. Let's see here. Yep. Okay, insert, and then destination. Our arrival is supposed to be 9 left. So let's put that in. ILS 9 left. And the star is VEDU 9E. VEDU 9E and VEDUS is our transition. Oh, that's not what they were asking for, I guess. A Banox. Let's see what our ILS is. Oryx X. Okay, so we have LOHRE. And I think that all looks good. Via LOHRE. Okay, insert. Very good. All right, and now let's go down. Here's VEDUS. So after SOTO, we have... Where's SOTO at? Flight plan. Okay, after SOTOG. Can we do airways now? SOTO, no. Okay, yeah, we still can't do... Man, this shit is so ghetto. We still can't put in, we still can't put in airways. So dumb. Alright, let's go, let's do next waypoint. Next waypoint we have L7. Let me look at the actual flight plan. Okay, to ASKIL. So let's see here. A S A L. Okay, let's see if this worked. Should have SOTOG to ASKIL. Okay, now let me see if I can put an airway in here. Nope. Okay, so airway still don't work. Now, I did read somewhere that they're supposed to, like, put the airway in automatically, but I've never seen it happen. Alright, so after ASKIL, we have RUDKA. That's after ASKIL. See if that did it right. Yep, ASKIL, then RUDKA. Then we have, after RUDKA, we have UVIVI. UVI8. Okay, it's waypoint. And after UVIVI, we have TOMTI, TOMTI. I don't know if it's really necessary to put all these in, but we're going to. TOMTI. Shit. Very good. Then we have ASTEL. ASTEL. Waypoint. Insert. After ASTEL, we have OKG. Bar station, good. Then OKG, have LOHRE. 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 There we go. Insert. BOMBI, BOMBI. Well, we did skip one, but that's okay. Alright. After LOHRE, we have BOMBI. Should have picked a shorter route. Alright. After BOMBI, we have NOSPA. And SPA? Yep. Okay. And we have Dick. All right, Dick. Let's see what their coordinates are for Dick. 49,517. Yeah, I'm back to trying again. Yeah. Hopefully it'll work this time. So far we're doing okay, but I can't, you still can't input airways in this thing, so it's just taking longer than I was expecting to put this in here. All right, and then we have RAPOR. So let's put that in next, and I think that'll be our last waypoint here. RAPOR. I wish somebody would make a really good Concorde to fly. Like this one, I mean, even though they supposedly have been updating it here and there, it just doesn't feel like they've really done anything to it. Okay, what is return? No, that shouldn't be. Let's get rid of that. So after RAPOR, let's click on clear. All right, let's see if that got rid of that. I think that was a discontinuity. Ah, it's still there. That's interesting. I wonder what this is. Unless that's just... I don't know. Anyways, who gives a fuck? Alright, let's, what else do we have to do? Okay, so this is all set now. Seatbelt signs. Signs. Let's put some lights on. Put our nav lights on. Fuel, we should be okay with our fuel and weight. Oh no, what happened to our fuel in the transfer tanks here? All right, let's put some fuel back in here. All right, that's good. All right, beacon light. Oh yeah, we do need to look down for a second. The get our performance finished up here. All right, performance. This should all populate automatically. Yeah, yeah. See, they didn't update this. There's no way V1 is 209. Come on, guys. You guys suck. You guys really do. DC. Dumb something. I don't know what the DC could stand for, man. They are dumb as shit. All right, engine feed pumps. Put them on. All right, all the feed pumps are on. CSD. Let's put all that on. No, this isn't CSD. CSD is up here. Right here. All right, that's all done. Let me close VATSIM. I'm not doing VATSIM on this flight. I know Anthony asked for it, but we ain't doing this today. I have no idea if it's going to work or not. I've never tried it while I've been streaming, so I want to practice it first to make sure the audio is okay. All right, EPU switch or ESP switch is on. Both are on. EPU switch, let's turn you on. That's right here. Okay, bleed valves. All four are open. LP bleed valves, those are right here. Cross feed valves, open all these up. All right, now we can start our engines. Let me see exactly where we're at as far as if we need to back up at all. Let's set this real quick. Shortcut. All right, very good. Save assignment, and then we should have... Okay, very good. So that's done. Oh yeah, we're facing okay. There's our runway right up there. All right, very good. So let's get our engines turned on. All right, engine start. Starting. Yeah, our center of gravity should be 54% right now. Definitely not. So we have to play with the fuel until we get it to 54%. Let me play with the weight a little bit here. Alright, there we go. Alright, engine 2 is on. Let's turn on engine... I'm sorry, engine 3 is on. Start engine number 2. One. We'll wait till this goes back up. I wonder if I needed to put that I wonder if I needed to turn this on for the INS mode to work. I doubt it. Cause even so, the digits still don't work. What a fucking ghetto ass system they got here. Big money holding, rich on the tip, thick I'm holding. To get the real from the dope man, Mr. Dope Man, you think you're a stick. You sold crack to my sister and now she's sick. She should happen to die from your drug. I'm putting in your culo a 38 slug. Alright, engine start number 4. Get the real from the dope man, While that's working, let's go ahead and put on instrument instead of radio. INS mode is good. Let's put in our altitude. $10,000 for now. Put this up to 250. Okay, so you can see we got RNAV set right here. That's good. Alright, let's go ahead and turn off the Q switch. Oh, it's already off. Let's check our controls. Forward back. Side. Rudder pedals work. Alright, let's turn on all the trim switches. Stable and fuel switches are on. That's on. Okay, all of that is good. Yeah. And trims. Right, that's what I thought. Okay. Hydraulics I'm surifying since there's no failures. Alright, visor and nose, let's put that down a little bit. Oh, down 5 degrees. That would be that right. Alright, we can taxi out of here. I think we're ready for that. We turn on actual weather. The engine rating mode should be in climb. This is auto throttle. Mission. Those are on. Air intakes. We're almost ready to taxi. Alright, let's put this on auto. Normal. Air intakes, we can't really set those. Engine 4. That's okay. 88%. Engine fuel pumps, we know those are all on already. Anti-skid, that's fine. Trim tanks. Civ A, we can't do anything about. And we have to... Okay, very good. So I can close this out. Let's turn and do that. And let's turn off the ground power. And let's taxi out of here. Put our taxi lights on it. Oh yeah, let me get the checklist up. I have a checklist on the spreadsheet here. Come on. You can move, plane. It's okay. It's okay. You can move forward. Flight director on. I like how they kind of put like local kind of planes around here. That's pretty cool. You boys better get out of the way. I wish there was a simpler way to input flight plan into this thing. Like, why can't you put airways in here, DC? Why can't Civ A work right? Civ A probably would have taken longer, but Civ A you probably could have like synced it up with SimBrief, and then I could have just thrown the whole flight plan in there and not had to type anything in. That would have been great, like I can do in the 727. Of course it says 14 right and not 13 right like it's supposed to be in real life. Yes, we're supposed to stop there, but we're not going to today. We're just going to go right up, line up, get our lights on, and take off. See, now this says 13 right, but how come the placard says 14 right? That's so dumb. All right, hold the brakes in place for a second. All right, parking brake is on. Oh, look at our trim. Why is that all the way? Now that is interesting. Oh, can I move the trim on? That's one thing I do want to do real quick. Hang on one second. That messed me up on my last flight. So with this chase plane system that I use for the cameras, I'm still not 100% sold on it. It's decent. But yeah, with that, some of the default controls go away. So let me see here. Keyboard, let me do trim. Okay, let's see here. We need elevator trim. So nose up. Nose up, we'll do W. Nose down, we'll do Q. Let's search the well and make sure there's no conflicting. Nothing conflicting there. Nothing conflicting there. Very good. All right, let's go back and see if this moves our trim. Yes, it does. Excellent. Okay. That might be a little tough to get to while I'm flying, but it is what it is. Okay, so for takeoff, landing lights. All right, let's put all our lights on. Those are fine. Let's put the rest of these lights on here. All right, lights on. Put the reheaters on. And I think that's it. And then we just got to turn the reheaters off when we get to 250 knots roughly, or 4,000 feet. So we should be ready for takeoff now. Let's go ahead and release the parking brake. Pushing down on the yoke a little bit. Oops, wasn't watching where I was doing. All right, rotate. Great, gear up. All right, we can turn the reheaters off. Come on, computer. Come on, bitch. God damn. I hate this game sometimes, man. Just give me control of my shit again. Whatever ghost in the machine is fucking with me right now. Come on. Can't even control the airplane right now. I can't even move my camera. There we go. What the fuck, man? So gay. What the fuck, man? All right, let's turn. Then we'll get put our auto throttle on. Back on course. Altitude hold. And let's go heading. All right, let's go into heading mode. And let's see if we can go direct to nibble. Now let's put on INS mode. Go to 20,000 feet. Let's do altitude acquire. And AAS acquire. I wish this airplane worked the way it should. Like, it works so much better on Aerosoft. I'm sorry, Aerofly. It works perfect on Aerofly. Still in climb, that's all good. That all looks okay now. And then once we get up to 24,000 feet, I'll start newsing some other shit once I'm confident that we're gonna be okay. Let me put on standard pressure. And once we start climbing from 23,000 feet, then we'll start moving our fuel backwards. Cool effect. They said there was new wind dynamics on it, so maybe that's the new wind dynamics. We are almost at 24,000. All right, let's start getting this set up. So, auto fuel transfer switch, let's do that rearward. Okay, rearward, tank 11, 5,000 is maximum. Okay, inlet valves. For 11, let's make sure they're open. Okay, pumps for 11, let's make sure they're on. Then for 9 and 10, make sure the pumps are on for 9 and 10. Oh, those are inlet valves. All right, that's good now. Now we can put our altitude at 45,000 right now. Auto throttle off. Altitude acquire. Max climb on. And And let's put the reheat, let's go full throttle. And let's turn the reheaters back on. And we just have to monitor our center of gravity, turn off the pumps when we get to 59%. Once we get to Mach 1.7, we'll turn the afterburners off. Here's our Mach number right there. That's not what I wanted. Let's see this. What I wanted here. Getting close to 59. We're at 56 right now. We're at 57.3. There's our Mach. There's our altitude. I thought that well, that's right. This plane's not available in 2024 yet. I know they were talking about being able to like share cockpits with people. I thought that was like that would have been really cool. Like if there's a way to share the cockpit with somebody else, so like I could do this part back here and they can fly it, or you know what I mean? Like I thought that would be pretty dope. But all right, so when we get to 59%, we're gonna shut these off. Off. Yeah, I thought that's what it was supposed to be too, dude. I don't know. All right, inlet valves we can shut. Inlet valves, okay, and then turn off the pumps for 9 and 10. Pumps are off. We're at 59.3. That's close enough. We're almost at 45,000 feet. Once we get to 45,000, should be pretty close to Mach 1.7 by the time we get to 45,000 feet. Oh, they still have the sonic boom, I guess. Maybe we'll hear it in a second here. That's why it's so quiet right now. We need to get behind it. Hear the sonic boom. That's a cool, pretty cool visual there. there was the sonic boom. Not as boomy as it used to be. It used to be like, no, it's not bad. All right, we are almost at 1.7. We're still at max throttle, still have the reheaters on. I can actually put this up to 50,000 right now, actually. Once we get to 50,000, then we're going to inch up to 60,000 feet from there. Center of gravity is still doing okay. Mach 1.3, 1.53. Oh my goodness. We're getting there. All right, we're at Mach 1.6. Pretty soon we're going to turn the reheaters off. .63, 1.64. Look at that ground speed, that's awesome. 1.68, 0.69. Zynga. All right, there we go. Excellent. Now, once we get to like Mach 2.0, 2.02, right in that area, or 1.99, but right in that area, then we're gonna click on the Mach hold button right up top here. Let's inch our way to 60,000 feet. By the time we reach like 60,000 feet, we should be pretty much at like Mach 2.0 or something like that. Usually whatever altitude I'm at, when I get to Mach 2.0, I usually just kind of stop there. It's usually pretty close to 60,000 feet. And then once we get up to altitude, then we gotta turn this engine rating schedule down to cruise. Hey, I wonder what our passengers look like. You have any, Oh yeah, no, we don't have any cameras in it. Let's go in here and see what... Are there still people in here? I think that's a feature I have to turn on. Does it still have that fake ass, Yep, it sure does. What's this called? Globaler? Or Wobbler? Wobbler, that's it. Fake ass champagne. Wobbler champagne. Nothing but the best on this flight. That is very bouncy. At 1.85. That alarm might go off here pretty soon. We will see. .88. .90. What part of the world we're over at this point? All over Russia? About 50,000 feet. All right, 1.95. We were almost at Mach hold. So whatever altitude we're at when we get to like 2.0, then like altitude hold that spot. That'll be where we're at for the flight. Put on auto throttle, put on Mach hold. This is like a 4-hour flight in a 787. There's no Concorde in SimBrief. Probably constructed. Pretty easy to construct those kind of parameters in SimBrief. But anyways, so I built the flight off of 787, but just to get the coordinates and the and everything. looks like it's below. Okay. It's not. See, before they did the update, you were able to... These were 3%. These reheater switches before the last update. Now it's just on or off. It's not how it's supposed to be. We're almost at Mach 2.0. Going 1145. I don't know if that's miles per hour or kilometers an hour or not. So remember to ground speed, so it's probably miles per hour. No, hang on a second, guys. Be right back. I gotta cut the stream short. I might be back tonight. I got a situation here. I will see you guys later. Hit like and subscribe. See ya.